Let's get this thing going. Welcome to BackChat. I've just done the clap. That reminded me of Peaky Blinders, just asking both of you, Will Schofield and special guest Sam Butler.
Oh, I would have expected a greater intro to a founding member of the BackChat Podcast.
Sorry, Butsy.
West Coast Eagles, I'll give you another intro, all right? After the West Coast Eagles finally, after 10 long years looking for a win at Optus Stadium, well, it certainly feels like that. We thought, who else better to get into studio than to join us right here on the BackChat Podcast? We're talking 2006 Premiership player. We're talking defender, sometime in the midfield. We're talking founding member of BackChat, Sam Butler, ladies and gentlemen. Here he is.
Thank God for you, Will, because at the mention of guest, I was willing to walk out.
Yeah, that is a good point.
How many years have you guys done this?
4 going on 5.
4.
4? Okay. So at the moment, you're still the guest.
Wow.
Because me and Scully did about 6 years at West Coast of this. At the moment, it's me and Scully's podcast and you're the guest. If we have to make a guest in the room.
Hang on,
do you know what?
Before you get fired up, can you do a welcome to Dan to the podcast? Can you just
go on.
do a welcome?
Give me an intro.
Come on.
And on the day after West Coast win, we got Dan here.
We got Nuffy fan, Australian representative, fistball champion.
Fistball.
Daniel,
there is some pedigree.
Daniel Const,
There is some
ladies and gentlemen.
pedigree.
Guest on the BackChat.
I am sorry, Butsy. Do
Peaky
you know what
Blinder
it is?
enthusiast.
Yeah, go to the races. Hey, do you know what it is? Is
You
that
sound, hang on, you sound.
South African?
Oh, I thought you sounded a little bit like Tony Gallardi down at the Spud Shed.
No, I was trying to talk like Killian Murphy or whatever from Peaky Blinders, and he always says go to the races, but he sounds South African. But is this because I see you all the time now that you're working in the office, like the shine of, West Coast Eagles Premiership player, it's sort of worn off a little bit.
It's a dull.
I'm not as impressed.
The shine.
Unfortunately, you're not the only one, Dan. Whilst I'm still very important in my own mind, the glow of Sam Butler does seem to be waning over the years. But I didn't expect to be, reminded of it here.
Sorry.
Mate, welcome.
Welcome.
Not a lot's
It's great to be
changed.
here.
Not a lot's changed. Not a lot of preparation being done for these podcasts. No run sheets. I have a laptop on my lap. I'm not. There's nothing on it.
Peaky
It's actually
Blinders.
turned off.
Yeah.
The reason why I wanted to get you in today, Butsy, was because yesterday was a monumental day for
You.
in the AFL and for you. Not only did the West Coast Eagles win for the first time in 308
I was
days,
saying you.
Is that right?
308 days, I think, at home. But you played your first game of AFL football in however many years. How many years has
Did
it
you
been?
play?
Probably, when did I finish?
17?
2017, yep, going on 10 years.
Wow. And you got to feature in the Owls game.
Yeah, they do it every year for people that don't know. So they play, I actually started this when I was working at the football club.
started
One of the
everything.
many things I started, actually.
Let's
now
list
thinking
the
back
other
on it.
things
Let's
you
list
started.
all the successful ones.
No. Let's talk about what else you
Let's
started.
do all the successful ones.
You started.
We can. After I finish this story, let's
Okay.
talk about them because I've got many.
Okay, great.
I started this when I was working at the football club. Thought I'm now a past player. What can I get for myself? One of those things was past players and kids game, round 1 every year. First home game every year, and it's ripping fun. I got a young fella, Edison, who's almost 6 years old. He looks forward to it every year. He had an up and down day.
Okay.
Didn't get a touch in the first quarter. Came to Dad crying. I said, I know how you feel.
Yep.
I know how you feel.
Yep.
One quarter's actually not that bad, so
Yes.
I've gone games.
It's a little bit like you in the 2005 grand final, probably.
Wow.
Is that
Wow.
Is that below the belt still?
That is still too soon.
We're 20 years on.
Way too soon.
We're 20 years on.
Mate, 20, oh my God.
We're
Wow.
20 years on.
All right, I'm out. After guest. The two worst things he could have said to me is we got that out of the way at least. Let's move on.
Sorry.
And then the next worst thing that happened that made him cry was I took the ball and balked him and kicked it, and then he expected me to help him out. Some parents were like giving it to their young ones and letting them have a kick. Nope.
No.
And then switched a perfect switch on the left. And he got a bit upset with that.
Yep.
But then he rallied. I had a chat to him. He rallied. He kicked a goal in the third quarter. He had another shot, and then he was up and about after that. Had a bit of a celebration. Then had a little tear because he couldn't find me after the celebration because I was kind of, he kicked it on me, so I was kind of hiding.
Bit of me
Correct,
time.
yep.
You would have been signing autographs.
But super good fun. Good for the kids, but also good for the adults. A lot of people hadn't seen for a long time, so it was great.
What else did you start at the football club? You sort of, that story sort of meandered off a little bit, but you started with you get up and stand, didn't you? There was a few pre-games that you were on some sort of committee.
Yes.
None of
join the huddle.
Join the huddle.
Join the huddle.
Yeah.
Brainchild from this thing right here.
How long did that last?
This noggin.
How long did that go for?
So that went for, did it last a season?
No.
I don't remember it at all.
He's the fan. This is who you're marketing these things to.
Great concept, wasn't it?
You got rid of the banner. That you were on that committee.
No.
You were on that committee.
No.
Were you on that committee?
Yes.
You.
Was I the first person that brought it up? Maybe.
Oh.
Was I the decision maker? No.
So you've pulled it on the agenda, and then
fire the
shirked the
coach,
issue.
not the player.
You shirked the issue. You got rid of the banner. You.
I said, let's talk about the good ones. So, greatest legacy at the football club.
Okay, this is good.
I campaigned for maybe 10 years to get slushy machines in the gym. They also lasted about 2 years.
Explain what they are. Dan's looking at you like, why is there slushy machines in the
It's
gym?
not good for me.
Well, after a gym session or training, you need sustenance. Quite often players would get protein shakes or creatine, whatever. That was a bit too much for me.
Yes.
Being an entitled footballer, I want everything laid out. So as such, I wanted after trainings and in the gym, slushy machines that would pre-mix your protein for you, make them nice and cold for a hot summer's day.
right.
Took me a long time to get that into the budget.
So like frozen Coke type things?
Yes.
So a
But
frozen
protein.
Coke with protein and
That's
creatine.
right.
That's right.
That's not bad, actually.
Yeah.
I like that.
Is that
Legacy.
your number one?
That's the one I'm most proud of.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, I think it's good.
There's many others. I don't know if you want to. Is this all about me?
that's
this
good.
week?
We've got other things to go through, and we've only got you for
Okay.
another 10 minutes or
Right.
so.
Who's wearing the 26 right now?
Bo Allen,
Well done.
my favourite player.
Played well on the weekend.
He did play well. I want to let you know, Butsy, that BackChat is served by Liquor Barons now for this season. So if you, what suburb do you live in?
Mount Hawthorn.
Mount Hawthorn. There's a Liquor Barons right around the corner.
There
you
is.
go. Just head into your Liquor Barons. They just like people going into the store, talking to the owner there. What do you want? Great. They'll help you out. They're
get
great
it.
like that.
You ask them, they'll get it.
That's actually their slogan.
I have noticed that.
We're recording here at the BackChat Studios, which your office is above, almost directly above here, and that is built by Grounded.
So you're sitting on top of us. You are absolutely at the pinnacle
At the helm.
of this podcast.
Yes,
Still.
and you guys often make too much noise, and it's annoying me constantly.
Actually,
Every time I got there, you're singing. Just with your door open. You're just singing.
you can hear us in your office.
I'm a happy chap.
Can you hear us in the office?
No, I can't really.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you could.
Grandad did a great job. Soundproofing, unbelievable.
Great.
Yeah, we love them.
And the other one that I wanted to let you know about is Füll Plus. So I don't know if you've had one already, but that would have helped your performance yesterday. If you go out to Coles, you can grab a Füll Plus. It's basically a meal in a drink.
You've definitely had one. You've been stealing them from the fridge. I know you have.
Funny story. I stole 2 on Friday because I thought this would be great because I had the kids all weekend by myself.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to love me for it. Shared them. They had half of one each.
Gave them to the kids.
Absolutely loved it.
Great.
I don't know
I
if that's...
said chocolate milk is not normally on their diet.
So-
Mum was away. They got it into them.
I think 30 grams of protein chocolate milk is probably not on the agenda.
Mate, they're jacked at the moment, mate. We had to prepare for the game. We didn't have a protein slushy at home. I had to improvise.
Butsy's kids are jacked.
Oh, let's talk about some footy because
Are
it's
we cracking one for the Liquor Barons? No, we're not.
cracking what a tinny? No, we'll get there. We'll get there.
sorry.
I want to talk about football because for the first time for the longest time, I've been happy about football on the weekend. My mood is always, like on a Monday, is dictated by the football team.
Been sad.
And for the last year, I've just been miserable.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday, I got to see my son wave a flag and sing the song for the first time ever, and he bloody loved it.
Did you cry? Did you
I
cry?
probably could have if I probably could have. I reckon if I was feeling it a bit more and just let my emotions go, I probably could have cried.
Mate, well, don't hold back.
Yeah, no, it was just good.
Strong men cry. It's okay.
Strong men do cry. That's right.
You show your emotions.
That's right. Okay, you know what? I'm going to try cry right this second. Hang on. Let me just think about it for a moment.
Harley Reid. Remember Cripper's 2 goals?
Harley Reid was so
Tear
good.
up.
let it ring out.
Ruben Jimmy.
I got him.
Did you also push to get the song changed? Was that you?
Is
as
that
well?
you?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
All right, that's fine because we're back. And so are the West Coast Eagles. Let's get some video footage of some of the fans after the game because I think the fans haven't felt this way in a very long time.
Okay.
Premiers 2026, come on!
Oh, fuck yeah. Go you Eagles.
We're winning the flag.
They're going to win the flag.
Yeah, we're winning the flag as well.
Grand final, here we come.
We're back, boys.
We are fucking back.
Premiers 2026, come on!
Andrew Brayshaw.
Right,
very
it's just
good.
a lot of.
So
That's
they're
the
all
way
win,
I was
you're
feeling.
going to win the premiership.
We could win the premiership. Currently, I think we're 12th on the ladder.
12th, yeah. On track to win, 11, 12 games
that what-
on current form.
is that how you're feeling?
1-1.
Premiership player Sam Butler.
Well,
How many games will West
I'm not
Coast win this year?
disappointed from the weekend's game, put it that way.
Yes.
How many games will we win? If we lost yesterday,
Yep.
you're staring down the barrel of a
0.
0-23. Right?
Yes.
Maybe you get over an Essendon the way they're going at the moment. But you win one, and all of a sudden you're thinking what we were thinking 3 weeks ago before the season started, or before that Port Adelaide game at least, where
Yes.
they, really hurt us.
Have we updated the board? Is the
No,
board
I
updated?
think we Rona's doing that at the moment.
Okay.
The tab touch over underboard had the West Coast Eagles at 3.5 wins, I believe, and we went.
Mate.
Where did we go?
Mate, this is terrible.
There you go. There's the over underboard. What do you reckon of that, Butsy?
I don't understand it.
Well,
So-
look.
So every team in the AFL has been given an over
I
under
see
mark.
the red lines. Gotcha.
The red lines.
We
and
need
we-
the red lines.
We picked overs and unders. We went overs for the West Coast Eagles at 3.5 wins. So we're a third of the way there, which
Yeah.
is bloody brilliant. They're magnets, so you can slide them across.
Yep.
Some of Hamish Brayshaw's best work, that one. So the
I don't
West
think
Coast
they're in
Eagles
the
are
right
flying-
spot.
No, they might not be, Butchie, but that's the whole
No,
point
no,
of this.
that's
It's
right.
not very good.
We-
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
I
That's
want
at 2.5 wins currently.
Is it
Whatever.
2.5?
Oh, look, there's dashes and lines everywhere.
Yeah,
We're not going to hold ourselves accountable to the quality of the board.
Good. That's what I love about this place.
I want to talk about Milan Murdoch.
Okay.
Because this man, 3 or 4 weeks ago, was on the tools as a Sparky.
Yes.
Been heavily documented. Plays last week, best player on the ground. I would say a main reason why the West Coast Eagles won yesterday. I'm just so used to saying West Coast Eagles lost. While they won yesterday, Sco, what do you think? Milan Murdoch, he's just a beast.
I want to ask Butchie what he thinks of Milan Murdoch because I've spoken about Milan already. You tell me what you think about Milan Murdoch, Butchie. Do you know what I'm talking about?
If I knew this was going to be a stitch up,
It's not a stitch
No,
up.
it's not a stitch up.
He has been West Coast best player the last 2 weeks.
nothing against Milan. Great name, by the way.
AC.
I don't know.
Great.
Brother of Paris and Rome, by the way.
Is that a joke or? 'cause
Apparently
it's
so.
a good one if it was.
I think
Is it a joke or not?
No, I think his siblings are Paris and Rome. Is that right? Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Paris and Rome, they've over-indexed Italy.
So some context for you, Butsy. 3 or 4 weeks ago, this man was playing for East Fremantle, but he was also a Sparky. West Coast Eagles picked him up very last minute. Like a week before the season started?
10 days before
How
the
does that
start of the
work?
season, Noah Long got put on the long-term injury list, and they had about 7 days before they could sign someone else, and then it's cut off. They extended it right to the start of the
Oh,
season
I
now.
did not know that.
They replaced him with a kid who's been very good in the WAFL the last 5 years.
Yep.
They played him round one, and he dominated, best player.
Oh my
Kick
God.
2 had 24.
What number is he?
47. They just got they got to jump out off the top of the lockers and say, "This one's yours, Milan." Yesterday had 10 tackles, 18 touches, 2 goals. He's been amazing.
When are we going to realise that if you're good in the WAFL, you're good in the AFL?
Thank you.
When are we going to realise that? It's happened since I've been around
Yes.
in Perth 20-something years, that if you're a top 10 player in the WAFL, and I firmly believe this, I've played with many of them, if you're a top 10, you're definitely good enough for the AFL.
Yes.
The top 30, you could probably be in a list and be a good player. Maybe more. I don't know the exact numbers, but especially if you're doing it years on end,
Yes.
Tim Kelly, Matt Prittis, we've seen many of them do it. There's players that haven't been taken that are doing that at the WAFL that should have been given an opportunity, and this guy sounds like he's one of them.
I like
Yeah,
it.
he's a beast. I'm going to skip ahead into what we're going to do because there's one thing I want to happen while you're here, Butsy.
It's a good segue from Milan.
It's a good segue from Milan.
He's tiny. He's 173.
Yeah, I think I know the kid you're talking about now.
No, you don't.
No.
Nickname Buddha. Great nickname.
Great.
Great
Really?
nickname. Can you give us the sting, please? Because I want Butsy to be able to hear it as well.
Give it to me. Give it to me. That's the goalkeeper.
Cheers to that. Thanks to Liquor Barons.
Oh my goodness! Oh yeah, around him. Get around him. What is it, Dan?
Cheers to that. Thanks to Liquor
Cheers to
Barons.
that.
How'd you feel about the sting?
production has gone downhill over the years, hasn't
Oh,
it?
come on.
Dan's made
I spent
that.
a lot of time making that.
Correct.
I spent a lot of time making that. This is an opportunity for us to cheers to something that's happened over the weekend, thanks to Liquor Barons, of course. Now, if you look to your left there, Butsy, I know you're looking at your watch as well. If you look to your left, maybe to your right, we've got these little cans of Jameson, right?
Yeah.
Irish whiskey, dry and lime, ultra blend. It's 250 mils in a can, 10%.
Wow.
10%.
Packs a lot of punch.
It packs a lot of punch. It's 2 standard drinks in 250 mils.
Monday morning kickstart.
Oh, yeah.
It packs a lot of punch. And that's what we're doing right now. We're looking at some of the best small forwards in history in the AFL. And we say cheers to that. The little guys that pack a lot of punch. And I thought, who else better to talk about small forwards than someone who's played on some of the better ones? Who's the best small forward you've played on?
The best small forward I've played on.
Surreally.
No, wow. He never did anything on me.
I'll just start throwing names because I know you hate. Yeah. What about Jeffy Garlett and Eddie Betts when we used to have to play Carlton?
Oh, my God.
You and Sellers used to
Jeff
get those
Garlett
two.
was, what do you used to call him?
Jeffy.
We call him like Zoom or something. Because you never saw him. He just made a noise as he went past you. He was that quick.
Gary Ablett Jr.
The hardest small forwards I played on were the ones that were allowed to do whatever they wanted.
Right.
So Cyril was one of those. Eddie Betts was one of those. Normal forwards, they have structure. They have to get to this side of the ground when the ball up's there, whatever.
Fine.
Some guys do whatever they want. The ball's over there, I'll run the other way. And you can't use your brain to try and beat them because they're completely unpredictable. The smartest small forward I ever played on, and therefore, in my mind, the hardest,
I don't know who
was
this
one you may not know of, but I always say it.
Great.
Daniel Giansiracusa.
Spaghetti.
If he had a monicum of speed to him, he would have gone down as one of the all-time greats.
Really?
He was that hard to play on because he was so unpredictable, very smart, repeat leads, but just slow. And so, once he beats you on all those leads, you can still catch him, unfortunately for him. And by the time I was getting him, he had grey hair, he was 48 years old. But
Went grey
in his
early.
prime, he was good.
Went grey very early.
Oh, so he wasn't 48 years old. He was 24 and grey.
Can we show you some vision, Butsy, and maybe as we cheers to some of the other guys here. The first one we got for you is Hayden Ballantyne versus Geelong. One of, as a West Coast fan, always hated him,
Yes.
but bloody good. Just him against Geelong.
Oh, boy. This is one-on-one with Jared Rivers.
Oh,
so
stop it.
scanny again. Wow.
How good was Subiaco Oval, by the way? Going bananas.
Going off.
This
Look
little
at
cell.
that. This is bad. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, he's full
Where's
of
the
it.
cavalry? Blame the midfielders. Get back in.
So you know what? Cheers to that. Cheers to Hayden Ballantyne. I'm going to crack one first just because I'm really happy about it. Here's to Hayden Ballantyne.
Oh, that sounded nice.
It
Crisp.
smells delicious. All right, give us the next one. One of our very own here, Mark Lacroix.
Okay, Lecker. This guy could have gone down as one of the great small forwards. That's Eddie Betts.
Oh,
That's
Lecker
right.
from the boundary.
Oh, don't kill it. You're just going to keep rolling with it. Come on.
Let's just watch Eddie Betts from the pocket against
Stop
Fremantle on his left.
In the pocket, Eddie Harbrow. Eddie.
He's exactly the same spot.
What is that? Unreal.
Oh, my God.
But he's just literally in the same spot every
Eddie
time.
Betts' pocket. Mate. Modra-like fanfare in Adelaide.
Look at this. Look at this pocket.
He's so good.
Did
There we
Eddie
go.
used to play on Eddie directly?
I played on Eddie a few times,
Yes.
and I not because of me, maybe he had off days. But he never seemed to get me. But the one day, my best story about Eddie Betts is I was lining up on him. We do the whole week is all about Eddie Betts. But so you're playing on him. I'm ready. This is the day, and you'll remember that in the warm-up, I had an injection in my groin, and my leg went to sleep.
Oh, my God.
So you go to sleep. It went numb. From local
It
anesthetic.
went numb. It went to sleep. I couldn't run. I was falling over in the warm-up. Xavier Ellis is one pie deep in the stands. He's got the call. He had to run down and start on the bench because he had to get his kit
Right.
on. And went to Eddie Betts. Eddie kicked 4 in the first quarter.
Oh, you watch
I was sitting there with a dead leg going, thank God.
with a
that's
Cheers
so
to that. Cheers to it.
Yeah,
give it a bit of a
give it a
cheers
crack.
to. Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Cheers
feels
to that.
good.
Cheers to who? Oh, you get a little taste? How's it taste?
Oh, very good.
Strong.
Milan-like. Oh.
Milan, like,
We got one last cheers to that, and then Butsy's got a 1
Do
p.m.
we have
call.
the-
Well, so I was so mesmerised by Lecker's dribbler that I've completely just watched it and then just must have just lost it. But
In the
see if you
tissues.
remember it. It was at Subiaco. It was against Carlton. I wanted to say 08, 09. And it's just gone into the pocket. He's gone one-handed, flung around, kept it in, and then put it on the right for the first goal of the game at the Subiaco
so
end.
good.
Yeah, he would have
He
told
was
us.
good.
He would have told us multiple times. He was easily the best small forward. He was better than all these guys. Lecker.
You reckon?
Mate, to train on. I was saying the same thing about Josh Kennedy.
Yeah.
He's the hardest key position player I played on.
Yep. He had the skills. He had the work rate. He was very, very good.
Cheers
Hey.
to you, Lecker. We don't even need to give you the vision to tell you how good you are.
There we go.
Oh.
And you know what? I wish I hadn't cracked mine already because I'd like to give an extra special cheers to one of the founding fathers of the BackChat Podcast. As we say, cheers to that.
Cheers
Cheers
to
to
that.
Sam Butler.
Cheers, gents.
Cheers to that and
Great
goodbye.
to have me back. See you next week.
See you, mate.
Come down any time, mate. Honestly.
You
just
literally
pop down.
above us.
Mate, I've been waiting for the caller.
Yeah.
Well,
I've been waiting for the
you
caller.
filled in over
Finally.
summer
Finally.
last year for a
we
little bit. That was
literally are in this room recording at 12:30 every day. You were within
Every day.
20 every Monday.
Monday.
All right.
Right, 20 metres from the door of this room. He's coming any time.
See you next week.
good. See you,
Bye.
mate. Just for those wondering, Hamish Brayshaw obviously not here. He's not just sitting here quietly without mentioning anything.
And for those of you who did think that Hamish Brayshaw was Sam Butler and you would have been very disappointed in that sort of areas,
Just
just
come
come back in, Butsy. No one's watching.
There
Well,
we go.
they of course they are. See you, mate. Yeah, Hamish Brayshaw is, what's he doing?
He's in Melbourne. I don't know. Got a text
He's
last
a
minute.
GM CEO sort of operator these
Yeah,
days.
that's the thing that happens when you.
No, not Lendy. Easy Fleet.
Yes, when you get promotions and you become a big dog, you just go, I just got to go to Melbourne.
He
for it."
will be joining us
we'll
later
just
in the show.
Give us a thumbs up when he's there on Zoom. It's very soon, very soon. Let me ask you something that also happened on the weekend, well, not West Coast related, that I'd like to get your opinion on, which I'm sure you have a very strong view on. Pat Voss getting fined $1,500 for taunting Harrison Petty. I'll say this: Pat Voss is the sort of guy that I reckon every team or fan just hates because he's on the opposite team. But if he was on your team, you'd be like, fucking love Pat Voss.
Well, you're right. I went strong on this on the Shuttle Footy Cast, and I stay well away from the comments these days because it just does my head in. And the one I saw was "Good on you, champ," champing me about my opinion on this. I don't
What?
know. Look, the AFL finding Patrick Voss over this is an embarrassment. Like,
Yes.
how do you go and draw the moral high ground and line of okay, can say this, can't say that? So unless you take talking out of it altogether, you've got sexuality, religion, and race. They're very, very clear to me that they're off the
Yes.
off the table whatsoever. There's no grey area there.
and people have been done for that stuff in the past.
If it has grey area, none of those have grey area.
Yes.
If anything else has grey area, I reckon it's fair game. And
Yep.
some guys are going to get offended by it, and some are going to get emotional, and some are having a bad day, and some you tweak more than others. Well, bad luck. Like it's you're playing AFL in front of 50,000 paying patrons sometimes more. Paid a lot of money to be out there. If you can't take a few words out in the field, right, about anything outside of those, I reckon you might be in the wrong industry. So this isn't a workplace. This isn't an office space. This isn't HR department getting called up. You're on a football field, and it's battle effectively. So look, I just think it's an embarrassment from this AFL. They've got runs on the board with a bit of this woke bullshit. To be honest,
Yep.
like it's just garbage.
We've got vision of it. I just want to watch it again because at the time when I first saw it, I thought nothing of it. But then now that we know that there was a fine, can you give us the vision here?
Okay.
No fans.
So he's rubbing the
Quarter at home as
bald
Voss
spot
and
on the back of his head, which is funny.
Voss really stirring the pot.
We don't know what he's saying
Go
there.
to the front.
There he's gone, Max Gorn.
He wants to get
Yeah, he's
onto it
done the
too.
tears.
Remind me what the crying thing was,
Crying.
Well,
please.
this is going to
Patrick Voss doesn't mind
be
getting stuck into the opposition.
yeah. So this is going to be the point of contention, and you're going to go, oh, you can't do that. So Harrison Petty, 5 years ago, someone said something about his mother who had passed away on the
Right.
field. I can't remember who that was.
Yep.
Now you might say that that's over the line, but some people might not as well.
Yeah.
Right. But that's the case with there was tears, And then it was
That's
followed up within that year or maybe the next year by another player who gave him the crying thing.
Right.
I think it might happen again at some other point. And now it's happened for Patrick Voss. If that's what it's in reference to, I know that's a touchy subject.
Did the others get fined?
There's been apologies and this and that. I've just got no great issue with it. Me personally, I know people listening might have issue with it, but I don't. And you could say anything you like to me on the field, for instance, and I wouldn't have a problem with it. So
Yep.
I think it's a really, really difficult line to be following if you're weighing up whether some people will be offended by something or not.
Yep. Hammer's here. We've got him. Oh, and I can hear him already. Can you chuck him up on the screen so we can see his face? Hammer, can you hear us?
Shut up, Dan. I don't want to hear you.
Hammer,
your voice ever again.
Hammer, how are you, buddy?
No, I'm not good, and I haven't slept.
What's happened?
I'm upset.
What's wrong?
Obviously, shut up. You know exactly what's wrong. I watched 23 grown men shit their pants on a football field. That's what's wrong. Actually, sorry, let me take that back. Not 23 grown men, 19 grown men. We had 4 men stand up. The rest of them just shit everywhere.
So are those 4 guys a part of the 6 All-Australians you're going to have this year and the the premierships that you're going to win?
Brownlow
Because
medalists,
let me tell you, Hammer, I don't know if you were there or not because you're in Melbourne, so I don't know if you were there. In person, that is one of the more disgraceful work rate efforts I've seen from an AFL side ever.
It was poor. No, it was really poor. Now look, I have been confident and I have been what's the right word? Optimistic.
Arrogant. Oh.
No, optimistic would be the right word.
Arrogant.
About North Melbourne.
Yeah.
That optimism's gone.
Right.
Really?
For whatever reason, in the last 8 years, I've learned nothing because I was hopeful. I had this hope build up inside me that we were all of a sudden going to go from 17th to winning the flag. And the first quarter as well, like they just prop you up, they just tease you. Yeah, that's where we're at. Take North off that board. Get it off that fucking board.
How are we looking? So we've got North. We've got them winning over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they're going to win 7 games this year. You have sucked us right into this football club.
Sorry.
Apologise to everybody.
Yeah.
Well, hang on. I'm not apologising yet because I think we play Essendon twice, so there's another 2 weeks.
Yep. Okay.
Like it's going to be tough, and I'm disappointed in.
Yourself?
Sorry isn't the right word because we were just fucking abysmal. It was embarrassing. I was honestly pulling I don't have much hair, but I was pulling it out. It was so.
Yeah.
What was the record? Does anyone know the record for the most missed tackles in a game of AFL? Because we broke it by a lot.
It would have been set by West Coast probably every game for the last 3 years.
Well, I'll tell you what, we fucking tripled it. We tripled it. Yeah. Oh, and I thought Harry Edwards was not playing. He got injured. Tyler Young, I thought, snapped his foot.
Yeah.
And they were like, West Coast had less on the bench, and we just thought, 30 points up. We'll put the toes up here. Who cares? And just got fucking shafted. Oh, it was embarrassing.
Speaking of hair, Hammer, one of my, so I was talking earlier about how good it was to see my son finally just wave the flag at the end, sing the song. Like that was a very special moment.
Dan cried.
Let's say I cried. Let's do it. Then my second favorite moment was walking down the steps of Optus on my way out and just hearing in the distance like someone screaming something. I'm like, what are they yelling? I look up and there's a guy 3 stories up just leaning over the edge going, Hammer's getting a wax. Hammer's getting a wax. Hammer's getting a wax. Which is so good because at that moment I'd forgotten about it. Like I think in the lead up, Beck was like, I really hope the Eagles lose so you can finally get your back waxed because it's hairy as. But then I'd forgotten about that moment until that guy was chanting it. How do you feel about the back crack and sack?
The waxing.
So this was a punishment that I just did not at any point foresee me having to go through with. Like I was just so confident. I said I'd remortgage my house and put it all on there.
You did.
Which a lot of people have swiftly reminded me on Instagram. So thank you to anyone who's reached out asking for the deed of my house. But the reason I thought this was such a great shout was because I've got no hair on my back. I'm hairless. My back is like I've got ass hair, no question, which will hurt a lot. I've got hair, That'll hurt. I'm not looking forward to that.
No question. A lot of hair on the arse.
I'm not looking forward to that part of it.
That's
But
the worst part.
The back is completely hairless, so
Okay.
it'll be sack and crack.
Sack? How's the sack looking? Like, can you give it a sack update?
Massive. No, I mean, we're on a podcast. I can't get it out right now. I'm not putting a CV into to Grounded.
I'm not asking for the size of your sack. I don't know if there's hair on it or not.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously hair on it. It's a fucking ball sack.
Yeah, well, some people shave. Some people shave
the
regularly.
sack status. All right.
I've got a little bit of hair on my ball sack, and it's going to hurt to get waxed off.
Perfect.
I was asking Beck about this because
Beck very invested in the.
Well, no, because I was like, what happens when you get like I've never gone to get a wax, and I assume it's more of a thing that girls do. So I was hoping.
Get your ball sack waxed.
Yeah. I was hoping for their sake that some like poor like 22-year-old girl's not going to have to wax Hammer. Like I assume that there's not many men working in waxing places.
That's a good question, Hammer. Are we expecting?
Can I do it?
Hammer's in sort of big boardroom sort of decision making means his eyes are going off to the side.
Yeah, I'm just making sure no one's listening to me talking about waxing my own ball sack.
So are you, Dan? Are you asking whether a female is going to be?
Yeah, well, maybe I could get the like stuff you just get from Woolworths or whatever, and we heat it up, and then I can do it.
So Dan's going to wax your sack
and my crack.
Yeah, and the crack.
That's fine with me. I don't like.
Wow.
It doesn't really bother me. I'd almost, we could do it live. We're doing it live.
Do it live. Do it live on the podcast.
Here's what we can do.
Yeah.
Here's what we can do.
Yep.
Next week, Monday.
Yep.
Because obviously I don't want to get my butthole and my nutsack out on a live podcast.
Yeah.
So I will set my head up in the camera so you can see my reaction, and my ass will be off to the side, and then we can do it like that.
All right.
Okay.
So I want him bent over the couch.
Yep.
So his sort of head and torso is in frame, and his sack. You're just going to be over on your knees, right?
Why have to be on my knees? Why can't I just be bending over a bit?
On your knees with Hammer's sack and crack. That's what you're going to be doing. Hammer will be on the podcast.
I feel like this is a punishment back on me again.
Why is Dan just on his knees?
I'm not even waxing him. I'm just there on my knees.
It's on his knees. Oh, boy.
Very good.
Boy, that's funny.
Anyway.
What a hot start.
North is shit.
Yeah, so we did say last week, as we sort of get into the JBM, we'll get there in 1 second. We did say last week, because Charlie Comben got high votes, we're going to try to get him on the show this week. He did text me late last night, early this morning, and said, Dan, I'm really, really sorry to do this. Hate to let you all down, but the red-eye flight has knocked him out. You know, he's pretty wrecked from the red-eye flight, and he's also keen to lay low. Obviously, I think, he
Obviously what?
He smacked Harley Reid in the face. And
and Harley deserved every bit of it. So
sorry. Oh, my God. Can I just say, did anyone see what Harley came out and said? I was just trying to get to Yowie.
Yeah, that's good.
No, he wasn't at all.
He went to give him a little something.
No, bad luck. You get chipped. It's bad luck. That's bad luck.
Yeah, I
Harley.
agree completely. And all of a sudden, fucking Patrick Voss is getting $1,000 fine for taunting. If Harley didn't get smacked in the face, then he would have just gone and taunted him.
Correct.
Yeah, which happens all the time.
That Harley, and geez, he was good.
The final thing that Charlie said that he just couldn't bear to do was to look you in the face, Hammer, just because obviously feeling of letting you down.
Shame.
So he did want to be here, but just for your sake, just couldn't bring himself to do it. But he said, I'll be on the pod another time. Let me know when, and he'll jump on. But let's maybe talk about the JBM, of course. As Scully and I put on our little Tab Touch helmets here, the Jack Buckley Medal brought to you by Tab Touch. Hammer, give us the rundown, please. We've got Ronan here on our end. You've got a mic there, Ronan, if you need to jump in.
I just had an idea with Tab Touch. Maybe we could get a wax stencil of Tab Touch, and we could wax Tab Touch onto Hammer's ass. So we just take the Tab Touch off off one cheek. What do you think?
No, hang on. Sorry. My ass cheeks are hairless.
Right.
It's the crevice of my arms.
Right.
Okay, sorry.
The crevice might not work for
Think of the visual. Perfect.
But okay. The crevice. All right,
I
crevice.
just brand tab touching to my ass with one of those hot things.
Yes, we could.
That's another level.
Yes, we could.
All right. Give us a rundown, Hammer. JBM votes for round 2.
What a massive week, firstly.
Yep.
An enormous week. There's a bit of controversy coming out of this week too, which we'll get to on the back end.
Great.
I've gone down the 5-4-3-2-1. We've had we're only 3. This is our 3rd round of football, but we've had a record, a new record. So 10.5 on the JBM score is our benchmark for 2026. Has been set this week. So we'll get to that. But
What was last year's again?
Yeah,
Rough?
what's the highest of all time?
I think the highest of all time is about 12. I think Sam Taylor got like 12 and a half in one game.
Okay.
The number means nothing to me, but it just sounds impressive.
Yeah, it sounds big.
Yeah. And looking back, I think we looked back on your grand final, Scully, and I think you got pretty close to 10, if not maybe 10.1 or 10.2. So you were very good.
You're right, Hammer. That was a very good game of defensive play by me.
Yeah, it was a great game. Now, let's go through the votes. Some tremendous displays of defence over the weekend, I'm sure we all saw.
Yeah.
This bloke's registering his first vote for the season,
Wow.
which is interesting because he's been very, very good. A mainstay of last year's Jack Buckley medal without really shining, but he was just plugging along in the 1s, 2s, which he's done again right here. 1 vote, Cal Wilkie.
Oh, wow. Yes, Callum, really good. Signing on for the future with St Kilda, where everyone's just on heaps of cash, including Cal.
Yeah, Cal Wilkie's finally getting a little bit of that bread, which makes sense because he is very, very good. Probably was the only reason they won that game in the end. GWS were coming back with a fucking wet sail, and Cal's just put up the front and said, don't try and get past me. I don't think you can. With 2 votes, speaking of a bloke who was around the mark, he was like 2s, 1s, 3s, more often than not last year, was in the top 10, never really got firing towards contention, but was very good on the weekend against the shittest team on the planet, Essendon. Alir has gone out and played a very, very, very good game.
Really good, Alir. 19 marks to Alir.
Wow.
So he was just chipping around back there, but at least he's a defender. Just to butt in on the count, there's the first 2 votes. I saw the Golden Fist leaderboard.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't know if we've got that vision, but I can just say who's in on it. I know who's on it. Leading the Golden Fist currently is Wayne Millerer. Now, I love Wayne. I love Wayne more than anybody. Just ask me. I love Wayne Millerer.
Yeah,
Great player.
You've always said that.
I've always said
that.
I love Wayne. But he ain't a Golden Fist anything. No. Josh Dacos is on the leaderboard again. Dicko, we have to talk to Ben Dixon because he's butchering it.
How do you feel about Noble?
John Noble's there. John Noble kicks the ball out. He ain't a defender. He's a ball winner.
I'll tell you what. When we get to the end of this round, I'll read you out the top 5 or 10 of the leaderboard, and we'll be able to pretty clearly see where the actual defensive award is at.
Great.
Who's got the better one? Because I think it's us. Now, the controversy lies right here with the 3 votes.
Okay.
Ruben Jimby.
The boy.
Had I think he had 16 spoils on the game.
Holy
was
wow.
the number one. That's the most spoils in any game all year.
Wow.
But his direct opponent kicked 6.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Larkey.
Yep.
As we discussed a year and a half ago, or whatever it was when we were outlining these rules, one of the disqualifying factors for the JBM is if your opponent kicks 5 or more.
Mm-hmm.
And Nick Larkey's gone out and kicked 6. So as much as Ruben would have got the 3 votes in this situation, he's not getting any votes.
Wow. I love how ruthless you've been there, because in the past you would have just given him the 3 votes and moved on.
I would have just given him 3. Yep. But it's integrity, and I've got a bit of a sour taste in my mouth after the weekend.
Yeah.
So the boy, you're not having 3 votes. But I'll tell you what, we're keeping it in the family for the 3 votes this round, because this bloke was just sensational on Thursday night against the Swans. Tom Barras was unbelievably good. Did anyone watch that game?
Yeah, it was unbelievable. He had 11 intercepts. He was everywhere and anywhere. He was doing backflips, scorpioning himself in the middle of the SCG.
Kerno kicked 2 goals, 1 in the first quarter, and I thought, here we go. He's on for just an enormous game. And then Sant and Mitchell just thought, oh, actually, we've got the biggest son of a bitch of all time playing in our back line. Why not just go and put him on him? And TB said, all right, mate, yeah, no worries. And welcome to the party, and just dominated him.
Yeah.
Literally dominated him. He waxed his ass on camera. That's what he did.
The crevice was... He got his crevice ripped and torn.
Yep. Now, we move on. Well done, TB. 3 votes. 4 votes this week. It's heating up top. this guy, I don't know if you watched this game. This guy was on track to have 1 million intercept marks after the first quarter. Jordan Butts from the Adelaide Football Club was defending on the weekend. Him and Worrell have got this thing going where it's a 1-2 punch, but Butsy, I know you've just spoken to Butsy, but the new Butsy was exceptionally good.
If Sam Butler was here, Sam Butler would say, I like big butts and I cannot lie. Because tell you what, Jordan Butts, he is outstanding.
He's had 8 intercept marks. I think he had 6 of them in the first quarter, mind you, but just kept – it's a juggernaut up forward for this Western Bulldogs. Darcy, Norton, there's a lot to deal with, and he dealt with it pretty well. It was a midfield one game on the weekend, not the forward line for the Bulldogs. So Butsy can hold his head high. He can walk into the rooms after the game, look around at Rankin, look around at Dawson, boys. Like, what do you want from me? I've just got the 4 votes here, and what more can I do?
Yep.
That's what he's asking.
4 votes, 4 votes, boys.
4 votes. But that brings us to number 1.
I don't know who this is.
For the weekend. A 5-vote performance in what was just, it went very unassuming because of the state of affairs of that game. But for anyone who did watch it, you would notice that a 10-goal win in the favour of the Gold Coast Suns doesn't happen off the back of Noah Anderson. No. It doesn't happen off the back of Christian Petrarca. It doesn't happen off the back of the Yulin boys.
No.
It happens off the back of the enormous lumberjack down fullback whose name is Sam Collins, 5 votes, and mind you, gapping the field now at the top of the leaderboard with 10 votes. Sam.
Wow. Sammy Collins. I tell you what, there's a direct correlation with winning the Jack Buckley medal and winning premierships. Like a genuine direct correlation.
Yep.
If that's anything to go by, Gold Coast Suns, premiership favourites, Sam Collins leading the Jack Buckley medal.
Sam Collins is on 10 votes leading the Jack Buckley medal. Now, you actually said this last week.
Yes.
Scully, you were wondering who would take advantage of Harris Andrews being out? Sam Collins.
Yeah, correct.
Sam Collins has gapped him. Harris Andrews is sitting on the leaderboard currently on 2 votes, and Sam Collins has just moved away to 10. So he's a game clear.
What have you written down there?
So just the boys saying that we do have the graph. Oh, there we go. We've just kicked Hammer off the screen for a second.
Sorry, Hammer.
So we do have the leaderboard. I don't know if you can see that, Hammer.
I can't, but
okay.
I'm looking at it.
Scully, why don't you give us the leaderboard at the end of round 2?
We'll go from 6th place, Tom McCartan on 3. So and before I read ours out, just leave it up there, please, boys. So the Golden Fist leaderboard, Buku Karmas on 2, Tom McCartan on 2, Josh Dacos on 2, John Noble on 3, Tom Barris, thank you.
Yep.
Goodness gracious. So the top 4 is Josh Dacos, John Noble, TB, and Wayne Miller. I love them all. They're all defenders, but are they backmen? They defend, but
there's only one backman in there.
Do they defend?
Yes.
Tom McCartan, 3 votes, 6th place in ours. Mac Andrew, 3 votes, 5th place. Tom Barris, equal. With I think that would probably be all equal if they're all on 3 votes there, just for a bit of feedback
they
to you
would
boys.
All be equal, you're correct. Yep.
Tom Barris. Bit of feedback to you, Ronan. Math's not your strong suit. Ryan Lester, Charlie Comben, and Jordan Butts all on 4 votes. All defenders.
Yes.
They are backmen.
Yep.
The top 2, Rory Lobb, turned himself into one of the great backmen of all time. He was never a forward or a ruckman. He's on 5 votes in 2nd place, but Sam Collins puts a gap on the entire competition. Harris Andrews is nowhere to be seen. Sam Taylor, difficult to get votes when he's not playing. And Jack Buckley, I think, was knocked out in the final siren.
Yes.
He's on 10 votes in 1st place, Hammer.
Yep, he sure is. And he's miles ahead of the competition. And the way he's playing, he could set an all-time record.
Yep.
Wow.
Very good.
We do need to pay some respects to Jack Buckley, of course, the inaugural winner of it.
Rest in
did
peace.
Did you see what happened at the very end of the game?
Well, no, I didn't.
6 seconds left. I think goes up for a contest, lands on the floor, knocked out. Like, I don't think he was completely knocked out, but hit his head badly. Just seconds before the final siren.
Have you seen this?
So who knows how long? So he's going to be out for what's the normal protocol?
12 day protocols. You know, you're either knocked out or not, so you can't be like completely knocked out or
He's probably got they've probably got a buy in there, so he'll have 18 days off anyway, which would be handy.
Yeah, the fixture's going well at the moment.
That's right. So we need to try and I reckon we should try and get Sam Collins on for next week.
Sounds good.
Ronan, that's your job for the week. I know I think they're having a bye, so they're having some time off, but we can probably get him.
You've got a few jobs here at BackChat, Ronan, but that is right to the top of the list, please. I want to speak to Sam.
We did. We went a couple avenues for Sam today, but they're all off. They're all off because they got a couple of days because they've got about a 47-day break. So
maybe he'll be up in the hinterland in his bloody mansion that he's got up there.
He would have put his phone away. He just would have said, "I'm going axe and fishing rod all weekend."
He would be, and I'll pay my respects. Yeah, Chuck Norris. He would just be a Chuck Norris style. He would just be in a room with a rock that's attached to the roof somehow, and he'd just be punching it. He'd just be punching the rock in the room, just like Chuck Norris. That's what he'd be doing. Don't you think, Hammer? Sam Collins, he'd just be like he'd be in some sort of checkered shirt.
Yep.
Right? Pants or no pants? I'm unsure. But he'd be in
no
there.
Pants. Pants on, jocks off.
Pants on, jocks off, punching a rock. That's what he'd be doing.
Yeah. He's big ass is swinging all over the joint.
Hairless?
I reckon he's probably got a pretty hairy sack.
Oh, he'd be covered.
Yeah.
Should we ask?
Should we ask?
That's not why he's wearing pants. He's just...
Next week, I think we ask him, how's your sack?
Give the Kraken sack update. Thanks,
hey,
Sam. Cheers,
quick
bye.
one for you, Hammer, just because you have invested interest in this. Brad M was the round winner, got 7 out of 7 with a margin of 4. Have you checked where you're at? This is in tipping for our competition that you can sign up to.
I got 5 on the weekend. I got North Melbourne obviously wrong, and I tipped the Greater Western Sydney Giants to beat St Kilda. I haven't checked where I'm at, but I owe some people $20.
Okay.
I am coming 13th.
That's nice.
Alex, my
well,
wife.
Then I definitely owe Scully $20.
Yeah, so Alex is in 7th, so there's another $20 for our family, and I believe her dad is also above you. So $60 currently you owe our family, which is great.
Yeah, that's it. Let's just go. I'm on the tipping now. I tipped. Yep, I got 5 right there. Where am I in the ranking?
I got 6.
How do I check that?
I got 6 from 7.
6?
Yeah, I only missed GWS. I picked your Mighty Eagles.
I picked the Eagles too.
Yeah, they were never losing.
I picked GWS and I picked Sydney.
Yeah. I am not going well.
You know what my logic? I know my logic with picking West Coast was. I was like, if I pick them and they're shit, I'll just get to bag them.
Yeah.
Right? And then
Win-win.
if I pick him and I win, I'm a genius.
Yeah.
So now I'm a genius.
I'm coming of 202 tipsters. I'm coming 91st.
Wow.
Okay.
So
that's concerning.
Are we talking $1,800 down the toilet at the moment?
Hang on, let me just have a look. 202 minus 91 is 111. So I've got $1,111 and $10 coming to me because there's 111 people that owe me $10. And then I owe 90 people 20. So I'm down $700.
All right, that's good maths. But of the 1,100, they don't have to.
No, they don't have to. You're correct. They don't have to pay me. But obviously, it was just like it's a handshake agreement.
Yes, that no one gave. But yeah, it was a handshake. It was more of a verbal agreement.
Is that going to be the technicality?
It was an implicit handshake.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Hammer, do you know how much time you have with us?
Oh, mate, all the time in the world.
All the time in the world. If we play the voice messages, will Hammer be able to hear them? Should be able to. We've got a couple of voice messages. It's been a while since people have sent these in. One from Luke and one from BJ. Whatever you got, Hammer's face. Whatever you got for us first, Jaden, give it a spin.
Yes, g'day boys. It's Luke, the number 1 Nick Subban fan here. Just calling him the quick find for you. As it's 2026 though, I thought I'd just take a moment off the top to introduce myself properly. So that's Luke, 25, born a male, but currently identifying as fucked off. This is a $10 fine, 21 potting Justin Longmuir over the weekend saying that he's having a whinge about opening round. Whether you agree, disagree on the advantages, disadvantages of opening round, I couldn't really care less. But my point of view to the AFL is you've got a game with so many disparities already built into it. Why would you just want to add one more thing to add fuel to the fire, the topic of discussion of the fairness of the game?
Fuck.
You know, when you look at such things like the ground sizes and the fixture and the travel, you've already got a game that's got so many perceived inequities built into it. Why would you just want to add one more thing for people to trout off about? You know, like you look at the ground sizes, for example. There's no regulation ground sizes. You know, the ovals, some ovals are basically a fucking cylinder. And you got some ovals that are as wide as fucking Yokozuna's old blown out jocks. You know, you look at the fixtures as well. You can play some teams once, you can play some teams twice. If you come up against a team twice that's hard as fucking nails, well, you're going to get fucking battered twice. And if you come up against a team that's basically out there doing finger painting, well, you're going to have 2 fucking good wins. You know, and the travel, some players travel enough each year to go around the moon and back. Well, to be honest, I think fucking Scott Pendlebury asked him to stamp his passport every time he goes down the fucking post office. So, like, whether you think fucking Longmuir was having a whinge or not, excuses, whatever, he was asked in the press conference, what do you think? And as a reasonable fucking person, he said, I think we've got this a bit wrong. So if you want to pot him, put $10 in, you can pot him. But if not, fucking pull your head in. Anyway, cheers, boys. Have a good one. See ya.
Wow.
Did he have that on times 2 speed at the beginning.
That's normal.
That is
Jane
normal.
says that's normal.
That is mind to voice speed that I was very impressed with.
And no hiccups. Like he didn't stutter over any of his words. That was
It
amazing.
was very much just like, I'm getting on here. I've got a couple of things to say. I'm going to go out and say it. I don't really care what anyone else thinks. If I think it, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. I'm going to think it. I agree with him what he just said.
Yeah.
Also, just quickly on Fremantle, did you already speak about Freo's game?
No. Let's talk about it.
Speaking of, I'm going to fine everyone who potted Andrew last week as well about being shit. I was one of them.
Yeah, I potted him too.
Yeah. Just wanted to make sure that everyone just doesn't forget how good he was and is. He's at 40.
Do you know what I think it was?
He had 14 in the first quarter. I think it was us. I assume you're going to say us.
Well, no, that probably would have been better. I think he shaved.
He did shave the beard. Hang on. He shaved the beard and he also what did he do? He spent 11 minutes on the bench in the second quarter, which didn't help.
Yes.
Like he was on track for like 58 at one point, I thought, at quarter time.
You've given the 2-minute signal. You're 2 minutes and you're done?
Nah, I think there's a couple of people just leaving the office that I will go and say goodbye to and then maybe jump back on. How much longer have we got in there?
Well, we can say goodbye to you, mate. You've been brilliant, as always. North Melbourne is shit. Your brother's back and he's good. And, yeah.
Who you got this week, Hammer? Who the Bones have?
I don't even care. No, I think we've got. I'm pretty sure we've got Carlton or Essendon. We got Essendon, then Carlton. So we'll win this week, which is good.
If you lose to Essendon,
It's
will
Essendon.
you
It's Essendon.
bring a North Melbourne jumper, preferably Toby Pink's, and burn it on the podcast? You can't lose to Essendon.
We won't lose to Essendon. I can't. I could not. That's blasphemy to burn that.
Yeah, that's far.
Pinky got put on ice skates by a couple of players. Yes.
Here's what I'll do.
There you go.
I've got some old. You know the guy who sent that thing into the swing of it, where I got the old footy cards. Have you seen those?
Yes.
I got North Melbourne footy cards. I've got Drew Petrie's footy card, one of my idols.
Yep.
If we lose to Essendon, Frank the Tank, I will eat that football card.
Great.
On the podcast. I'll eat the whole thing.
Okay.
Okay, and we'll get Dish in
I think it's
live
plastic
to
wrap.
watch, I think.
Yeah, we'll get Drew Petrie on live on the podcast to sort of
Watch me
commentate
eat the footy card. That's what I'm going to do. If we lose to Essendon this week, I will eat my idol, Drew Petrie's football card.
All right,
Great.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Hammer.
Go well,
thank
mate.
you for joining us. See you next week.
I'll be back. See you next week.
Thank
Bye.
you. I'm so glad that West Coast are no longer the team now that's like, you can't lose to West Coast. Like it's now Essendon's getting that and now North Melbourne's copying a bit of flack. All we need to do is win one of these games every now and then and we're fine.
Yeah, but you couldn't do that last year. You won one game.
That's what I mean. I'm glad when...
But you're not for this week. But if
no, that's right. We just need to win every...
Like who have you got this week?
Oh, no, I don't want to
It's
talk
winnable.
about it.
Port Adelaide.
Oh, no, it's Port Adelaide. That's right.
And then next week I think you got Essendon.
We've got Sydney at home next week, I think.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we've got Sydney at Optus.
Because you could be, 1-15.
Yeah,
You will be
we
the
still
team.
won't end up the same way as last season, but I don't think so.
No,
I
I don't
reckon
think so.
we could actually... I don't like
10th?
Hammer saying that...
10th?
No.
Okay.
No, you gotta just curb your expectations. I don't want these North Melbourne fans that all of a sudden like arrogant and like, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. You can't just come good out of nowhere. And all of a sudden they've been talking about it.
Literally every fan that we spoke to at Optus Stadium said that you're going to win the flag.
Yeah.
Arrogance is synonymous with West Coast fans. That's what.
Arrogance is good.
Yeah.
Like a healthy amount of arrogance.
If you're good.
Delusion is bad.
Arrogance is good if you're good.
Yes, that's right.
The
If
West
you're
Coast aren't
pumping
good.
teams, be arrogant because you should be.
Fair.
You can't be North Melbourne and be delusional. With all these people, it's been the longest team that hasn't lost now is now North Melbourne. Like, it's round 2. Shut up. Good. It's so good to win games of football. Currently 12th, above the Giants and Geelong and Brisbane.
Wow.
Take that, Oscar
Brisbane.
Allen. Take that, Oscar. Wish he stayed now.
Were you booing Jack Darling like the rest? People
No, that was loose. Because we didn't boo him last year.
He played 299
Why
games for the
we didn't
club.
boo him last year at all? Why did
Yeah.
all of a sudden?
I liked
and
it.
then he gave it to the crowd. Did you
Did
see
he?
him spray? So he had that. He was lining up for goal,
That's right.
shanked it, and then it went straight into a North Melbourne player's hands. They kicked a goal, and Jack was pointing at the crowd.
Oh,
I don't know. You
that's-
got to give it back.
Yeah, no.
I don't understand the Jack Darling booing. Let's listen to this other fine that we've got. BackChatPodcast.com.au/fines, I think.
Yeah.
Or you can just go to Instagram and send us a voice memo. We'll see it there too.
Yes.
BackChat__.
Send
Give us
some
the other
fines
one.
in. Yeah, some fines.
G'day, gents. I've noticed the lack of fines on the show lately.
Yes.
So I've got 2 for you that
Thank
come out of the same contest. Hawthorn, Sydney, Weddell, McDonald.
Weddle's put his fist through the ball. McDonald's taken a mark at the same time, let's say, and they've called it a mark. Fine with that decision. We've seen contests before where a pack mark's gone up, touched a few sets of hands, someone's brought it down, it's a clean mark. Whatever. Take it as a mark, take it as play on, make the call. But the fact that they've marched him 50 metres after Scrimshaw brought him to ground after the second grab, terrible decision.
Yeah.
Umpire needs to have a good hard look at himself.
Yeah.
Second fine goes to Cornsey for telling Kingy on their show that they need to bring in the review for a decision like that. Bring in the arc. That could not be a worse decision, worst take I've ever heard. We do not need more reviews. The goal line review is enough as it is. We do not need another review on the field for a marking decision. 50-metre penalty, $50 fine, split it between the two of them, $25 each.
Yep.
Terrible decision, terrible take. Get better.
Great fine.
You can hold on to the gavel.
I will second that. However, I'm with Cornsey. Bring the review in, because can you imagine if defenders got to call a review for free kicks against them?
Oh, yeah.
You get done for a little tiki touch with holding one. Defenders go, take it upstairs. We'd be reviewing all the entire thing. I think it'd be good. Give Alistair Clarkson a red flag, yellow flag from throw up in the box, and he sort of hits 10 rows back in the crowd, and they've got to get it onto the ground.
I'm all for more theatrics in the AFL.
I don't think more reviews is a good idea.
The funny thing on the weekend, I've always just gone at fans who boo a goal review, and turns out it was behind. Like, so they think it's a goal. They review it, it's a behind, then everyone boos.
Yeah, when you say go fans, what does that mean?
Like, I've always been like, how dumb can you be? Right, yeah. Like, it's been reviewed, it was a point. Who are you booing? Are you booing the person who kicked the point? And it's exactly what happened on the weekend. Harley kicked two goals. One
on the post and one touched. Both happened.
Yeah. And so the thing comes up on the screen, goal review behind. Everyone's like, boo, boo.
It's West Coast fans.
I know. It happens. Everyone does it. Oh, very good. Mate, I think we might wrap things up. A bit of breaking news before we finish up, though.
Okay.
The fan who threw bottles at Nick Watson on Thursday has been given a 5-year ban, and his Swans membership has been torn up.
How's Pav going? Is that AFL clearing that, or is that Sydney? Because pretty sure last time Sydney was getting sort of referred to the Human Rights Commission.
Oh man, yeah, I know. I don't know what how that situation's unfolding.
We won't touch on that at all. Any of those issues around there. However, not going overly well. Sort of banning fans who were throwing bottles and human rights.
You can't throw anything at anyone, let alone a bottle that it's half full.
No.
How dumb can you be?
Yeah, correct. You can't no.
Even the person I hate the most, I wouldn't throw a bottle at.
Yeah, see,
I'm trying to think of the person in my mind. I wouldn't throw a bottle at him.
Who do you hate? Oh, I've got a few.
I'm trying to think, like someone I really hate, but no one really springs to mind. But whoever it would be, I wouldn't throw. Oh, no, I've just thought of someone I'd throw a bottle at him. I definitely would. I'll throw a bottle at him.
Maybe they felt like that with Nick Watson.
What's he done? Do you reckon just with the taunting stuff, Nick Watson and Ginnivan, those guys?
They're taunting.
You know how in the NFL there's like the positive taunting, like you do something good and then you they're not going up. Yeah, celebrations. Yeah. Do you reckon surely we're not on a line of like going, hey, you got to reel that in.
Like
that stuff's
rules?
good. Yeah, taunting. Like the taunting rules.
I don't like the taunting rules in the NFL. Like they stop them from doing certain celebrations. Yeah. That's dumb.
I think they can that, remember?
Yeah.
They ruled it back and then everyone was reeling out these great celebrations.
Yeah, I think you can't spin the ball up in front of people. I like that. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, they've banned it. So yeah, keep it coming. Keep it coming.
One last one for you. I want to show you some vision because I haven't seen it properly yet, but I've only seen small snippets.
What sort of segments is this?
This is just to wrap up. Jaden, can you please bring up the vision from the two Hawthorn fellas that are up on the scissor lift, please?
Have we got that? Do we get it? They're coming across the desk.
It's been up on socials. This is body cam footage.
So we didn't know that though. You didn't know this wasn't yours? No. You didn't know this wasn't yours? Well, we saw a random thing. Okay, but you didn't know this wasn't yours? Yeah, you didn't know.
How good. We didn't know this. So the guy's like, hey, mate, you're under arrest. You can't be doing that. We didn't know it wasn't ours.
That is Connor McDonald and Dylan Moore, who have both come out and started the season well. That's a great defence.
We didn't know it was ours.
Can you prove that we did know that it wasn't ours?
Yeah, exactly.
Can you say that I am wrong? Yes, we can. You are Australian and you're in Arizona. And unless you brought it over on the plane, boys, it ain't yours. Footage comes back. Dylan Moore's just like coming off the plane on a scissor lift. Like, I fucking told you
With
it was
his invoice.
mine.
I paid for this.
This is
very
mine.
good. All right, the BackChat Podcast served by Liquor Barons. These little Jameson cans are new products that you can find at Liquor Barons.
That would go down instantly.
Oh,
if I
on a
was
hot
night
day?
out. No, a hot day, mate. This is just a grenade that goes down.
It's a grenade.
Back of your neck instantly. Just
So-
like bang, wow. Jameson Irish whiskey, dry and lime, bang.
So
10%er.
So it is,
Responsible.
a new product. Go get that at your local Liquor Barons. Butsy said Mount Hawthorn. Also, your
It
closest
is
Liquor
about
Barons.
200 metres from me.
That's
so,
true.
Yep.
That's right. So yes, BackChat Podcast served by Liquor Barons. We are here at the BC Studios, built by Grounded. If you're looking for some sort of work and you've got some qualifications in the mining sector, in management, in project stuff, I don't really know. I don't really know what mining people do.
I would take your way down and Ground and say, I've got experience in project stuff. Give me a job.
Exactly. Definitely do that. Book it in with the CEO and he would almost give you a job on the spot. Tab Touch, RD Athletic, our official merch partner. Mamba Digital. What is that?
See that?
Schofield is just, that's some sunburn. That's some sunburn. I forgot to. I'm getting real close to the middle there, mate. Like I'm seeing parts of you. You swam to Rottnest and back. How did you? We haven't asked you about this. How did you get back to Perth? Which helicopter?
Well, yeah, mate, there was a lot of helicopters out there. I saw a lot of helicopters, none of which I was on. Seb from 6PR, panelist, producer extraordinaire, social media across their networks, brought me back in a rubber ducky dinghy, basically, like a rubber dinghy.
How did that go on the water?
Mate, horrific. We had to fill it up 4 times on the way back from Rottnest. Like it was on a 2-stroke engine. Like,
right. And where are you pulling over to get fuel?
Mate, it just had gallons of fuel underneath, like in big
jerry's.
jerry cans. There was more jerry cans on this thing than there were people. Like it was absolutely outrageous. You got something for me, Ron?
Was it his yellow?
The big yellow submarine.
Yeah. That's the one I fell off last week.
It was basically a submarine. Yeah. It felt illegal to be driving it, to be honest. Not some sort of asylum seeker.
And you got there with time?
Oh, what? Asylum. You're allowed to seek asylum.
Yeah, you're allowed to do that.
I didn't say illegal immigrant. I said asylum seeker. I didn't say what? You're allowed to do that.
I didn't say anything.
Okay.
You're allowed to go back, and you got on the shore and you got Twopters.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Did you have time to spare?
Not a lot. I got there with 15 minutes before on air.
Yeah, so I was watching and, I saw the preamble, and I didn't really see you. But then I saw on the thing on the lower banner, Will Schofield, and I hadn't heard you speak yet. And I was like, oh, no, he hasn't made it.
I made it. Yeah,
Very good.
Yeah, I was on the bench. Like the proverbial bench because I flew the big dogs over, Jack Rewalt, David King.
Could they have any more people on that broadcast?
There was a lot of people.
There was so many.
There was a lot of people. And I was pretty happy to play my part, which was not a lot on boundary.
I was like waiting for you to speak at some point, and then I
just got to speak to Andy Brayshaw and Josh Tracy after the game. That's all I wanted. I spoke to JL at halftime. He was steaming. Yeah, he was fuming. And it was the I knew I had to ask the questions and I knew I was going to cop through.
That's right. Yeah. Yep. And lastly, Full Plus. Sam Butler just giving his kids Full Plus.
They're ripped. They're jacked.
They're ripped and jacked. See you next week. This week on the podcast, Jaden. Who's on Wednesday?
Brandon Starcevic is on the
show.
So if we're doing a tally, Brandon Starcevic has been on BackChat as a guest 100% more than he's played for West Coast.
That's true.
Because he has played 0 games with West Coast and he's been on BackChat podcast once.
How long is he? Is he a chance for this week?
No, he's not. It's been an extended injury. Bit of a layover for Brandon,
boy.
but imagine when he comes back in your time. You may
what though? Like it's
have
good.
a premiership side in the build.
Get some of the young guys playing. Why would you drop Josh Lindsay?
Poor.
You got to give him 3 or 4 games of being dog.
But you won.
Yeah, that's true.
So maybe that's why they dropped him.
Yeah, but 1 win now, it's like a stitch in time saves 9.
That made no sense to me. Why would you pick him round 1 and then drop him round 2? It doesn't make any sense to me.
What makes sense to me is that we're done for the day.
Life's not fair.
We'll see you next week.
Remember that.